tonight's AEW Dynamite. So AEW was a really good show tonight. So here's the image you want to know about tonight's. Here's all the results. So AEW Dynamite is a great and fast show tonight. It was a really good show. So let me get one of application below on my screen below right here. So if you want to buy something like a WWE merchandise t-shirts, maybe on my page. So let's get a breakdown tonight's of AEW Dynamite. So AEW was, I'll go with AEW, I'll say 9 out of 10. That was a really good show. It was not too bad. So let's go break down. Let's do it live. Right here. So I didn't read your first off. So here's the next match we have. So we have the Annette Waddles against the John Caddis family. So it wasn't last time in full absence. Shawn Moxley, Impact, and Danny Garcia met alongside a career category, and Red Hood lost to and his friends in Blood and Guts on Dynamite, and the Blood and Guts on November 12th. And this is the fourth time Koski Society, Sauce Alessandro, and Air Cologne have a team up. Well, I think this match, so this was an interesting 12 match. I think it was because of all many of these competitors have fought before. This specific was the Sonic was. After of this talent had not fought in 2 years absence with against Me's O. After the full absence was crispy, and it was a constant middle dragging with the forces just competitors wasn't at a home, and it was Danny Garcia got to the best spotlight. I think for Sadiq was to find hard to stay into the fight before, and decided his fighting kept him down. I just said the offer was the mostly focus of this contest as a whole, picking up an over win on his road to the contest championship. I think he and Moxley both look strong. Wasn't grabbed into this and you could win, which is the best way to present a muscle title match. So in the winner on this match, Kosuke Tasari in Cologne and Sauce Alessandro. Well, Agent of Dynamite has started with it all and giving all inclusive style. It was like promos. I know was from MCF Brody King, Ken Omega, and Don Callis into the base of Wrath and Mickey Bang and Bobby Ford and mistakenly let Presnada speak for him in this whole interview is with Renee Paquette. So if he was to a performing, so Angle is still focused on the world title. So AEW has earned in a hype, was it for the returning of Ospreay? It's not confirming yet when he will be back very soon. So here's the next match. We have Timeless, Tony Storm, and Owens Cassidy against Solon, OASIS, and Bonnie Brooks. So it wasn't the last time in full absence of Timeless, Tony Storm, and Owens Cassidy picked up a quick win against CINO, Nate Dorada, and Lady Board Monroe was on the collision on January 34th. This was of the debuts of the team of Solon, OASIS, and Bonnie Brooks. So also tied to accept the test and was the striking powers of Owens Cassidy only who went a light on him. I just said a poll as his ramp up was to have Tony Storm lead out Bonnie Brooks with a total DDT and was out of the corner followed by a hip attack and forced a squeeze on Owens' punch. And OASIS to win. Owens Cassidy's Tony Storm both wonder where they made a big mistake assigning Huda and Mania Seville to a heel versus hair match. So, I knew but the Atomic one promised this victory, and it was a 30 squash, but and it is the best to stand out with limited time sparkly to the starts of the match. I just said the goal was to give Owens Cassidy and Tony Storm to the win ahead of Glassman and Stolia in a few months. Wasn't and did so it did such that wasn't even if AEW has a just talented also and to foster that could have afraid so in the spotlight. I just set the spotlight on Owens Cassidy and Tony Storm is interesting in setting the stage for more the mixed tag absence in AEW too. It is odd as not to see as much like her best friend Mia Sakura has recorded and the winner of this match, Owens Cassidy and Tony Storm. Tony Storm saw a whole growing tag team, especially with Owens Cassidy, was it by coming out in a was a rubber to the match his dimming scenes. Owens Cassidy and Tony Storm both had a question whether they could handle going. So it was a boldness about like level was look on, none to the priest. So this is what Tony Storm said after the match. Let me see some of the highlights here. What he said. Let me see. I didn't hear whole words he said a while ago. Okay, so this is a quick one. So I just was make it look like Moxley and almost casting in Topless towards the state leading into the mixed tag heel match against the Jeff Wallace at AEW Grand Slam. So I feel like it really could put it off, but it wouldn't be much of a useful story. I love the chemistry it has two together. I love these two together, like almost Cassie and Tony Storm. It will look like very hot and then. So how has Tony Storm made it was I'm going to say me Sophia's head it really hurts down on your so yeah. So I'm your best on at my time. Let's see said. So this was an awesome promo. These two could not wait to battle against Willie Herder and Minnie Seville at AEW Grand Slam or starting in 2026. So, continue on. So here's the next match. We have him and Adam Hayes. And he goes one-on-one against Mark Davis. So it wasn't last time in full absence. Mark Davis alongside St. Deville lost to FTR on Dynamite January 28th, and him and Adam Pace on your feeding KCB Savannah on inclusive on January 24th. So Hammond found a physical rivalries in Mark Davis who pushed him more than anyone could have expected. Anderson nearly knocked out the Cowboy Mary rebound, and Hammond took some of the best shots of Mark Davis and stick into their asses, winning a thumbstone onto the ramp and followed by a backshot into the ring. Was it afterward Heyman and the Pace hype hope played on a collision with King Omega next week, and then with Fred to stomp onto the center out of MCF to little balls. So yes, it was not a match. It has a plan of weeks. Wasn't in advice and was coming together due to injuries to Samoa Joe, St. Drill from last week, and both men made the most of the time. So this was a Boston bottle of big strikes, where the Cowboy made Mark Davis look as anyone has in singles access to a date. So Jesse is independent since he is lucky to be without his probably tag team partner for a while. But still he does still have stimulates as a John Cass family. And he wins the Cowboy one and clean and coldly. So Jesse was complex why he will be set a one to face Andrade El Angel at Glass Slam has a deposit of Andrade El Angel has undefeated and stronger competition. So in the winner of this match, Heyman and Pace by a pinfall to applies to Glass Slam Australia to a fight in AEW Men's World Championship match at Week Elevation. So under with all that was on the line, it was big surprising to not see Cass on commentary, and Mark Davis has a equal rebound clothesline and set up with a double rebound that looks striking. AEW so it stops with the word standardized point for Kevin Knight. So here's the next match. We have King Omega. Here we go 1-on-1 against Andrade El Angel. So also last time in full essence, Kenny Omega has undefeated Rocky Malone and Andrade El Angel undefeated Sports Strickland on Dynamite January 28th. So Andrade has judgment to the full essence on against the Aquila, but Kenny Omega has sold his and he was battling through the pain. So we have two Snapdragon simplex and set up a top low but one angle, but Andrade has resolved into a power bomb and double underhook DDT for a near fall. Anderson avoiding corner knees from Andrade has nearly got to the win. Has been active back and forth strikes Andrade into 23 trigger attempt into a back over smash and Caddis throw insert just screwdriver for Andrade and so Stigman has arrived to take it away, but Aubrey Edwards got into Mingle face and missed a low blow to set up the DM from Andrade to the win. What's up? Oh, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing great. So also afterward, Kenny Omega and Sports Strickland has arguing into the ball, but broken up by security guard. And this was a wild contest between up two of the best pro wrestlers in the world today. It was both the best match of the night. And the Institute felt like these two had more spirit in them. So, and they followed through at a high impact. Also it was offers a high speed, was constant during the kind of dream match we hope to see from a both man. So was it at times to get rid of not smoothly, just and just connecting onto the office, making it feel more than typical for either man. I just said the finish was a shocking but a good one. A sweet minute would need to wait until a fight in MCF, including Kenny Omega, who both should be on a collision, of course, with Staglin. So, also Simon Clemo has signed is not says it one off, and this is a great point for Kenny Omega. He was saying he was not, quote, as way as he thought he was. I think on Sports Chicken against Kenny Omega could be a special match. I just said a right time, and I feel like it's certainly one step away from facing MCF at Elevation, which will be a shocking results for this tournament. So this was no matter what the results of him and Adam Page against Andrade is going to massive turning point for Glass Slam. So, in the winner on this match, Andrade wanted a match. I knew if Andrade had full in defense, user attendance, or looking for his attention, he took a shovel with him. It was before into commercial. He also celebrated with those women's just at the match. Agent of Don Callis on commentary was forcefully complimentary towards to Kenny Omega. So here's the next match. So we have women's World Tag Dimensions match. We have the Base of Wrath against Making Bang and Bobby Ford. So also last time in full as Wayne Donaghy and Holly Kaylin has followed on your feeling you go against the Sisters of the Sun on the collision 734th. Making Bang and Bobby Ford on your feet the countless low bombs on Dynamite January 24th. So Making Bang and Bobby Ford caught service off guard to start very quick attack out and double attack. Also in that mentioned Edge and Timmy Terrell. So we now get is to be a championship. Hold on, where I'm at. Hold on. Okay, Wayne Nuggets fought back with a pounce on the rapid took down on both women's with DDT at the same time. So, Bobby Ford took out Wayne Nuggets with a foil and Making Bang to the win with a thumbstick device on Harley Kaylin. This was a good split, but clearly both teams were holding something back for a rematch to come in 10 days in Australia. I just imagine this format with a smart way to sit right, making Bang probably forward so quickly that a title opportunity, and they could very well take a goal for them. So right now here is TBS Championship ring has been overshadowed so far by the Jack Towers ring and making it being Roy Hill was successful to carry the gold forward, making being probably for bring the best out of each all and look like the best tag team in the division since Silverback return. So in the winner on this match, making it bang and probably forward. Coincidental permits to Tinkler was a title rematch with a quarrel. The story was next week and is for any week with Renee Paquette. Wasn't at the backstage. It was Tommaso Ciampa permits to keep the TNT Championship open silence going on the cruising and Scott will announce he will face Cardio category in Wallace Strong. So here's the next match. So we have a national championship match is on the line. We have Ricochet. Here he goes 1-1 against Single Sack Perry. So wasn't last time the fault as his Single Sack Perry undefeated Amy Bones turned it to on a national championship match on the closing January 17th in Ricochet alongside TOA and Bosop Khan has undefeated Seth Speed and Amy Bones on the closing January 10th. After up, Ricochet took to the fight to Sunwood Sag Perry from to the start, and he did so on his own with Bosop Khan or TOA Mana. After when Sunwood Sag Perry was refused to stay down, so the one and only news a national championship to a striker referee with Knox for a low blow attempt, and Sunwood Sag Perry caught a leg and making it waddle back and forth that has ended with Sunwood Sag Perry on the top of Ricochet, so it's not a trap. So also goal gave O'Hagan has arrived to even the odds made it look like Ricochet was out and pulled the one and only into the ropes. After the Young Bucks attack gave O'Hagan and carried them away. So instantly I saw the Young Bucks and they grabbed the shield and they slammed the shield like this and banged it really good. So so wasn't in Ricochet Sag Perry and Sag into the championship face followed by trying to go to the win. And this was highly competitive battle for the national championship where a both men was looked like World Champions fights are going to end. And Legacy was seeking to win, but he also had instituted most of Single Sack Perry, his office in, and some of the best squashes of the night could seek win, and he could set up a sword contest, but it is lucky best to move on to old stories for Legacy, and from here, and he was so many interesting dinosaurs was live on the AEW roster. So anyway, on this match, it was Legacy. I just had squashes from Simplex to it was just the best of the night. It was Gabe Kidd and Connell's attack Joey Allen into the parking lot and they kidnapped him and Little and the attack and just the producing and was the man and fail has ill. Once it will they drag the Jerry across the send them left him into the sand. So here's the main event. We have AEW Men's World Championship matches match. We have MCF having a one-on-one against Brody King. So was it last time in full as of MCF undefeating Mondeo and Brody King undefeating Sun Cruz on Dynamite September 14th. Wasn't hesitant to build as long. It was him and Pace has arrived. Wasn't until MCF walked into Pacific King, Brody King, super hold over to the top ropes. I just said, hold on, let me see. I just House of Hell, the father up with a cannonball and Gussie Bomb to say suddenly quick victory. And two men on the right, near into attack. Brody King from behind, but he made no impact. The Cowboy has blasted Andrade with a box shot and only to walk into an MCF low blow. And Brody King took out MCF with old Gossip Bomb to stand tall with a more towel, and this was more seismics in this talent match, but it did have a powerful results. Just a sweetness lose also so out the off in title of AEW. Entire career starting why it was MCF failed to King and was a strategy game to How of Hell and open but this courtly so that Brody King could ending to MCF. A talent ring was legally at Grand Slam Australia. I hit with a rematch just 10 days away, and yes, it was a good way to positive prepare title defense was a bigger stage. I hit while Brody King has not worked as a competitive singles match back in a while, and he has done so many times into the past. And yes, it was about showing his, what's the word, Kerry Busley. So, in the winner on this match, it was Brody King. So, I guess the forcing of King versus Roy Towel is going to answer a night what was look like even it was where this is only a teaser for the moment. It was an overall show. So yes, it was a tightly composed all Dynamite has created since the main card for Grand Slam Australia will be on next week. And the Russian World Title Tournament has reached its final form has him and Adam Pace against Andrade AEW is a number one contenders match in MCF against Brody King. Brody King is set. Kenny Omega has delivered such a match as a night is in could deliver something even better. So let's assume with what's Diggling. So into up with Nigel and Harley Quinn against Maggie Bang and Harvey Ford was a nice preview for the Women's World Tag Team Championship match to come as well. It will have been sent nice has nothing for AEW to further more women's talent, but was on TV was closely invisible. I guess the stage is set for Glassham to fill has close to AEW pay-per-view has a public company can deliver on TV. So that's it for that. So what's him and Adam Page said before to MCF? So Hammond sends a message to Kenny Omega ahead of his match against Andrade as for his MCF. So this was awesome promo on that. So I think we saw Andrade beats Kenny Omega and Andrade beats Kenny. So AEW says it's a hype feel for with Ospreay. So and Chris Stenninger has announced that Chris Stenninger agreed to give Tinker a rematch with the AEW Women's World Championship next week on AEW Dynamite, and Chris Stenninger will pick Skipper Wilson for the match tonight. So his kind of hustle. So, but we have MCF isn't such a sin that we added Wilson on content that Brody King doesn't have a shot before the match even happens. So, speaking to Will Ospreay, I think we saw it tonight with. So, this is what he said. So let me see. So this was also update on Will Ospreay, his full recovery from from his neck surgery. So, wasn't it in the report suggests that when Osprey could be back in AEW ring with the next couple of months? So this was good news for wrestling fans. Could be back as a mix in all elite wrestling and something real and then little. I was into where Osprey underwent a scalpel surgery and back in September took her a two wrestling disc in his neck, and now it appears Hastro he's on to the road to making his comeback just at the ring very soon. Yesterday must snap a powerful select reported that when Osprey was at backstage at last night, all Dynamite all including tapings in Orlando, Florida, but he wasn't there to release on either show. I think he's due to start getting sent out by AEW medical staff for a permanent return is very early in, supposed, but it's good news for many that expected him to be out a full year, and Will Snap wrote in his report, and we haven't heard a specific timetable for Osprey. He could return, but AEW has hope that he could be his venture into the current plans by this spring. The public was told around and when Osprey wrestled Kingdom appearance that he wanted the sideline has long so has many neck surgery will to indicate. So I was into where Osprey is looking to pick up where he left off in 2025. So we will stay tuned for this update on Osprey soon. So that's it for today for this week. So let me go back here a few couple more notes. So let me see. So I see. So there was last night's Team Knockouts Tag Team Championship match on NXT. I see somebody on the screen as I saw. So as you know, we did with Arkansas and creating the maps. So I see somebody on the screen. I think anyway. Okay, continue on. So there's more announced from next week on the 14th into a final time stay. Might be on next Saturday. So it's more announced for this week on. So WWE Evolve has announced on February 25th it will be set WWE Evolve a season final on March 4th. The season premiere of 2. So there's 2 announcements. Just to remind you, just letting you guys know. So AJ Styles will be on Steven McMahon's podcast tomorrow to talk about his retirement. I think. So I'm gonna find out tomorrow about AJ Styles against Gunjo. Says also the weekend about what a Rumble, I think. So I think let me see. So man, I can't wait to hear from AJ Styles to answer, so I can't find you keep to a hope, but I'm playing alive or kids a dream, but I know whatever AJ Styles aside, I'm with AJ Styles always. Just like that's what he before. So my opinion is, to be honest with you guys, so AJ Styles discuss his retirement on Steven McMahon's podcast tomorrow. He was ending WWE career. So this is going to be a full interview tomorrow. Just let you guys know. So I really hope he doesn't go to AEW and put a where he's retired and let's leave it at that end to and remember how awesome his career was. So he wouldn't be on a daily podcast if he was leaving. So I won't know about that, I think. So we will find out soon. So I just thought, yeah, he's really done as much as I hope he wasn't. It's clear he is done. I think he's gonna confirm his retirement tomorrow and he'll put his injury debut to the West. I think. And he don't go on certain shows like this and wrestle as well. I think. So I'm gonna watch it tomorrow and imagine what just happens next. Just let you guys know and to a reminder that okay, here's an interesting. Wasn't so called Jimmy Retirement have reached out to express their support for Ricochet with one quote has saying, I know they hate that bold, but he's right this time. So CM Punk was asked he was asking about AJ Styles' retirement on to Pat McAfee. So, Sporty Pat, he was asked whether he is really retired because he's teasing leaving his clothes, but then he put it back on. So, I think I think Triple is gonna so that this fall and on the next daily in real. So I don't really want him to retire, but he's really seeing him retire against Gunther and then end up in AEW. I wanna know. So what do you guys think? So you might find out soon. So what did Izzy's tail Punk? Oh, I know you got the scoop. I think when he said about his retirement, I think. So I think so. AEW guys has Cody retired from WWE. I can't believe this. It was all. Well, almost the past weekend. So I think so. Let me see. Hold on. Let me look it up fast a minute. We're going into Styles for last time. Come on. Let me see. Hold on. We say Styles. So, AJ Styles has Cody retired, and AJ Styles has Cody retired from possible wrestling after losing to Gunther at the 2026 at Royal Rumble. I think this decision was made after long to discussing it, it was to confirm that and he had reached a point where he is no longer wanting to continue in has a performance. So, although he will not be wrestling again, the Styles has expressed a desire to get back to the wrestling commentary and has been very awful involved in commentary and just with WWE. So So I'll make you guys update on that. So I think so. Let me look it up quick. So let me see. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. So that's it. That's just I know. He was remain a part of the current company. And while his in the ring career is finished. So I'll be just let you guys know what's going on here regarding Styles. So I'll be talking about a lot more to say about Styles. I don't know what's going on. So I just let you guys know. So this happens next. So let me go back and for notes. You can put more, I think. Let me see the 4 comments here. I think. So, and that basically means is this guys probably did think about retiring for a moment, but didn't criticize one thing. So, what if he's gonna retire? Instead of being Geddy Lee, this would be the total non-stop as his wrestling. And that's where his legacy was built. That's where he became AJ Styles a favorite tool in TNA. We'll hit it way hard for the circle. One last final goodbye. I think so. It means he is going to TNA. So, man, I can't wait to hear AJ Styles' answer, so I can't find it. He keeps it. I just made that a long time ago. Hold on. AJ Styles, it was a sign that I'm not famous wrestling anywhere, says in Geddy Lee. And Stu McMahon and AJ Styles has been released from the Geddy Lee. I wanna know. This week, I was been thinking about him pretty much. So, I think this would be interesting to watch. So I'll make you guys update on that. Just let you guys know. So there's more announced for next week as it debuts. I think. So we have WWE 2K26. Even that was not canceled. You put all I guess it is about Ringside Pass. I think. So the skimming meme asked if he just wanted it, he was mad, and when he put his clothes back on, after returning after Royal Rumble, the film was left on. What's his story? So, and he's not done with WWE, not wrestling in AEW. The dream of wrestling elsewhere is all. There's no way that Ewing is just saying his teammate work as well. I think. I think he's staying. He's staying. He might stay for sure. I don't know. So I'm gonna find out tomorrow what's going on with him. So he means he's staying. So I'm gonna find out tomorrow. So the answers by Stan McMahon was his story. So I'm gonna let you guys know on that point. So I know what's going on in pro wrestling at this time. So I think I get 100% he doesn't answer to the question. I think. So I'll see probably to do a hate numbers tomorrow. So we're gonna find out. I had to watch it tomorrow. I had to watch it. What's going on? So let me see a couple more notes. I'm gonna wrap this up in a few more hours. Okay, here's the next one. Also breaking apart bodyslam.net. So world best is that Royce Keith is set to be a part of the SmackDown roster moving forward. I think he might. So I think so. So I wasn't as much has to say. It seems like he's staying in WWE in the past year's role. So this was a very good point on that. So I think I know about just AEW fans are always wrong. So I don't know what's going on from AEW fans. What are you thinking? So let me see, come up more things here. Okay, here's, so I think there's a reason why Aces just visit getting Reed headquarters after Royal Rumble, his retirement match. So, it's more thing about. So this was exclusive. Hulk Hogan announced Real American Bill a year before he died in deposit legendary professor his absence. Says Boeing. So I think there might be imitating that. I think so. I hope so. Let me see. I don't look. All I'm saying is he been telling us all along. Get ready for McConnell's phenomenal is what with the guy's name from TNA or at Matthew. So I think he's right. So I just can't let him set a man to retire. So I think he might bring it back. I think. So I think he was just showing up in MMA playing for Dom, maybe Hodius. I really think. Let me see. What else? A couple more notes. Tony Khan said, "Thank you all who watched with tonight on AEW Dynamite tonight. I thought that it was AEW on TV tonight, and I really appreciate all of you who watched it, and you haven't seen it tonight, and so yet it is on tonight on TBS Network, and was right now on HBO Max, right now. That's real." I think. So, I think, I'll say Team A, I think, for Styles. So, we might find out soon. His was Keith with Aleister Black. Okay, it's more to announce. Also breaking news that Bayley and Linebacker are expected to be moved to SmackDown. There will be a key parts on by the set of rosters. And Linebacker is said to have a feud with Sonya and you see nominate her from the Royal Rumble. I think. So, okay, here's what's interesting here. I think people are just stupid how big Legacy was before his WWE main roster title won. And he was a guy in Listen Underground for a reason. So, I think because he didn't have no to perform for a big attendance, as we could say, I think. So, what do you think about that? So, continue. I just was told to indicate to Body Slam that Whiskey's was at backstage at Raw on Monday. It was an award was that he would be a part of the SmackDown current roster moving forward to BodySlam.net. So, a legacy says that Jerry took his love for pro wrestling away. I don't know what's going on with him either. I read his comments onto the Twitter every moment. So, see he's back at this again. He's not wrong with getting remasters on how not like they used to be. And then he said that his age ago. So, I don't know what's going on with Vegas either, I think. He's been doing it social media on this tweet. Just read about him about every day. So, I think maybe if this was supposed to take on over a big name, like Tony Storm saying, this, I would have, but it's, like you say, let's say, you have set a face of getting lead with your non-stop spans that will bring down and just ratings. That's what he said. So, I just saw he left WWE and did nothing in AEW except tag sticking with a sizzle and just angle that went nowhere. So, I think I do anyone have respect for these people where you feel like they was taking your love anyway, then you should have quit a long time ago. I know why don't they quit and just wait to hear back for their contract to Tyler One out. Just go some boss will quit. I think. I really saw. I think he is asking to come back to WWE. That's pretty weird. So let's just wrap this up right now. Let's do a live polls. So thank you for watching tonight on AEW Dynamite. The full reviews and stuff like that. And thank you for coming out and support my channel. So we got, hold on, let me see. So we got 2% like it, 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. Let's go to my X poll. So we got 2% like it, 100% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So to get one single, Spotify, Occupy Spotify Radio, and podcast anything else, so much more. So we will still stay tuned. So we will have any more wrestling news from tomorrow night. So tomorrow I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna watch Ace Styles' story about him. So have a great night. Have a wrestling week. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.